Hey Scrapbook friends, welcome back. This is day 3 of 30 days of sketches, Christy's Beautiful Life, series 12, and today's sketch is from Lisa Skrulski. Sorry Lisa, I always pronounce your name wrong. And I'm scrapping 2 pictures of the trip to Bridlingtons. Yesterday we had 2 pictures of Mr. Ding, and today I've got 2 pictures of me. So the journaling for this one's going to be about how this was the furthest I'd walked along the front of Bridlington in quite a few years. So starting with this lawn fawn sheet, and I'm doing 2 strips of 2.5 by 10 inches, and then this rainbow, which again 2.5 inches by 10. These are bits carrying on, in the breaking down of old kits and stash diving for these layouts. And these are from Chanel Best of Both Worlds from sometime last year, I think early last year. So just popping on there where everything's going, make sure I'm happy with the sizes, and I ink around in hickory smoke all around those 2 pieces. I've not made you watch it all. So for the title showing you there, I was going to use that Go Girl foam, but this is, so as being day 3 of 30 days of sketches, it is also the first Stamp It Like It's Hot blog hop, which is going to happen on the 3rd Saturday of every month. First Saturday of every month, which is the 3rd of June this month. So I'm going to be stamping my title, which is this month's prompt. So I'm just here doing the background for the title to go on. That's a piece of foundations paper, and I'm using the Artist Loft metallic paints from Hobbycraft. Just dousing the paper, floating water on there, just so that with the pigments, with the paints, just dotting it into the water that's already on the background, and just spreads it a little bit. And even when you're just dabbing it on, it still doesn't look like brush strokes. I've chosen 3 different colours for it by matching it up. Gosh, I've cut a lot out of this, haven't I? These are just showing you stamps. So on the sketch, there's lots of hearts embellishments going across the sketch. So I've decided to use circles. So it's DLS Designs, there's Jen Scow, Vicky Bootin, Heidi Swap, Stamp Market, Hip Kit, Ellie Studio. So I just pulled out lots of stamps that had circles and maybe a few phrases that I wanted to use. And then for the title, I'm using this Stamp Market tile stamp and die. So it's a stamp with the full alphabet on. Bear with, squeaky chair. Full alphabet on, and with quite a few, all the letters doubled and a couple of extra vowels, and it goes with this tile die, which cuts it perfectly. I made a mistake and cut the paper down, which meant that I can't put the magnets on and hold the stamp at the top, so don't make the same mistake as me. I am stamping with Memento onto this painted background. I should have done it with stays on. It doesn't dry properly on the mica in the paints, in the metallic paints. I do stamp it 3 times, so I've just cut that bit out, and now I'm sticking with some painter's tape, low tap masking tape, the die to the stamp, and then I'm going to stamp the miniature version of the same stamp. I'm doing that 3 times as well. So this is the colourful ones, this form a title, and then this smaller one I'm doing as like a subtitle. So just line it all up, and then going to take them off to the big shot and get that cut. So just picking out the larger tiles here. So I'm doing Go Girl. I'm trying to find an O in a different colour, and it does turn out that both O's are in purple. One's got a little tiny bit more pink at the top, so I go with that one. So we're going to Go Girl with the larger letters, going where the title is on the sketch, and with the little letters I'm going to spell out Bridlington and put that along the bottom of the photo. I use the smaller foam pieces that I've got, foam adhesive, to lift up Go Girl, because I've got the 1-inch foam squares on the back of the photos. So just put them on the bottom half of the letters so that the top half then is resting on the photo. And with the Bridlington, I am going to use 2-way glue to stick that down. You'll see that in a bit. So I'm just sticking the papers down. I do end up doing them so that bottom panel is 1 inch up from the bottom, and the top rainbow piece 1 inch down from the top. And then where the pink is, I go, I think it's 3/4 of an inch in. I do it half to begin with, decide it's too far over, so change it to 3/4 of an inch. So yeah, they come in so the bottom's 3/4 of an inch from the left, the second one's 3/4 of an inch from the right, and then the same with the top 2 panels as well. And yeah, there's the bottom panel's 1 inch up, and the rainbows on top of that. If you're measuring from the bottom up, it's 5.5 inches. So basically it's 1 inch at the bottom, 1 inch in between, 1 inch at the top, and then you've got your panels in between. You can eyeball it. I just get really precise with this kind of stuff because I'm a bit Mr. Dink has really bad OCD, not really bad, but pretty serious OCD, and he always says it's not OCD, it's called put it back where it belongs. So for me with paper, it is a case of measuring it so it goes where it belongs. Nobody does that. Lots of people eyeball, and there's equally nothing wrong with that. At this point I do decide that I am gonna mat the layout on white cardstock. Oh, I don't know if you saw there, actually I have stitched, so you'll see between the panels there's a line of stitching halfway across them where they join. I've then took 1/8 of an inch off each side of the grey background paper, and then I've matted it on a piece of white basil avalanche. I'm now just sticking my letters down, so just going to do that. Bear with a second, need a drink, and I've not brought it over with me. So yeah, so just sticking now with that foam on the back of the Go Girl, sticking them down. And then with Bridlington on the bottom picture, I'm going to use my easy pick up, the old quick cuts. I've had that for years. Pick up each letter tile, put a little bit of zig 2-way glue on the back, and then stick it on the photo. Just make sure they're all where I like them. I go in with my micron pen, you can see here, going over the G. It does make that darker than the rest of them, so I'm kind of wishing I hadn't done it, because I'd end up messing it up if I did all of them, so I decided not to do any more than that one because I have 0 hand-eye coordination. So yeah, just going through the Bridlington tile letters now, making sure I've not lost any when I've been moving them, and going to get them stuck down. We are going to jump ahead in a minute to the next bit. So with the hearts on the paper, I decide that I am going to stamp circles instead of hearts. So I've got, as I said before, lots of different stamper sets out with lots of different circles. I spend a good, I'm going to say about an hour stamping lots of circles in different colours, and then using my punches to punch them out. I also stamped some labels from a Felicity Jane set and some words inside those labels from a couple of different Felicity Jane sets. So I've done the circles, lots of different sizes, from 2 inch down to 3/4 of an inch. It's a bit miffed actually, I can't find my 1/2 inch punch because there was some that was 1/2 inches. And now I'm just laying them out, choosing just various different colours. So with each design, I stamped each design in different colours just to give me lots of different options. And then what I don't use on this layout is going to go in my pot of many die cuts for using on other projects, so they won't go to waste. The same with the letters I haven't used as well. They go in a pot of die cut pieces, stamped and die cut pieces. So yeah, just moving about some of the circles. I do change one of them because there's a banner I want to use, banner I want to use, which the one that's stamped the best is in one of the darker colours. I think it's the same colour that's on that the lowest circle at the moment. So I end up having to change around a couple of things to be able to use the banner where I want. I'm just putting those labels on now from the Felicity Jane set. The top one I've actually painted with the I always want to call it duck egg blue, but you know the one I mean. Tim Holtz Distress Oxide. I can't remember what it's called. But yeah, the name of it reminds me of duck egg blue from, deluxe paints. I do the is it speckled egg? I do the same with this label piece as well. So once I've got everything where I like it, I'm not going to make you sit and watch me stick it all down. What I do is I cut one of the other leftover circles that I haven't used in half, and write the journaling on the back of that label that I painted a moment ago. That was just to put the date on it. So yeah, well thanks, that's nearly done. So thanks for joining me today. Please like and subscribe. Check out the playlist of everybody else who's contributing to that, and have a great day. Bye.